Hey, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. And for this reading, I am using the Goddess Guidance oracle cards. So I'm going to choose 3 cards for this reading, and each card is going to represent a section of the upcoming week. So before I get into the reading, I just want to let you know that I have a little bit of a sale going on my website. So tarot mentoring is 25% off until June 9th. And tarot mentoring is basically like private tarot lessons with me. So it's through either Skype or telephone. And you can do a tarot mentoring session, like if you want help interpreting a tarot card spread, or if there's like a particular aspect of tarot reading that you're kind of struggling with, or if you just want kind of help being more kind of intuitive in your reading style. So if you're interested in doing tarot mentoring with me, I'll put a link in the description of this video. Okay, so we've got 3 cards here. Now the first card represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And we're starting off the week strong with Pili, and she represents divine passion. I actually really love this card. This is a really, I find this card very powerful, and the message on the card says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So at the beginning of the week, it's going to be important for you to really, be honest with yourself. And I think that there's a lot of talk about authenticity and being authentic, etc., and all that kind of stuff. And I think that in order to be authentic with other people, we need to first be authentic with ourselves. So being really truly honest with ourselves as to, what it is that we really want, and what really truly lights us up. Like what makes you feel alive, and what kinds of things, when you're doing something and you just feel like you're in your element, right? Like you just feel like you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. What kinds of activities help you feel that way? What are the circumstances? Because it might not be the activities themselves that help you feel that way. It might be something else. Like it might be kind of a way of thinking about something, or a way of just being in the world that helps you feel that way. So just notice, what's going on when you feel like you're really in your element. So when you are doing something and the time just flies by, or when you're doing something and you feel totally, confident and just really kind of comfortable in your own skin. Just kind of noticing when that happens for you. And that can be kind of a little key to figuring out what lights you up and what you're really passionate about. So I feel like this is actually the theme for the week, is finding kind of what you're passionate about and letting yourself express that passion. Because I think all too often we know what we're passionate about, but we don't let ourselves really engage with that or express it, because we feel like we should be doing something else, or there's no time for that, or it's not that important. And so the message with this card, the message that the goddess Pili is bringing to you, is that this is so important. This is like the most important thing for you right now, is to be honest with yourself and to understand what your heart's true desire is and what it is that you're really passionate about. Okay, so moving on into the middle of the week, so kind of, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, we've got, and I can't pronounce this goddess's name, Unag, I don't know. Okay, so this card says, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And this is sometimes a hard message to really understand, or a difficult thing to actually live when you're feeling kind of impatient about things. So the message is that everything is occurring in perfect timing. So don't try, if you're the kind of person who's a control freak, I'm a little bit this way, you might find yourself really trying to force things to happen through, maybe setting goals and taking action and doing things to help speed things up, which is good. It's good to take action. It's good to be engaged with your life. But when it feels like you're crossing the line you know, you're going from being engaged and being active to being actually like pushing and trying to make things happen too hard, that's when you know you need to take a step back. And one of the signs of that is if you're feeling kind of burnt out, or if you feel like you've lost your passion. So if you feel like you're chasing goals and doing all this stuff and you're really busy and you're putting a lot of work into something that, truth be told, you don't actually feel that passionate about anymore, or maybe you never did, and you're just sort of pushing. So when you get to the middle of the week, it's helpful to kind of maybe step back from things and just see what happens when you let things flow on their own. So remaining vigilant in your life, remaining engaged in everything. It's not like you just drop out, but instead of pushing and trying to make things happen, just letting go and kind of see what happens, see what direction things go in, and reminding yourself that you don't have to hurry things along. There's no fire. Which is funny that I say that, because here there actually is a fire. But you know, you don't have to force things to happen, and reminding yourself that everything is occurring in perfect timing. And that's actually kind of a nice affirmation to just kind of experiment with. So throughout the week, saying that to yourself, saying, you know, especially if you're feeling kind of stressed or something's not working out, you know, saying to yourself, everything is occurring in perfect timing, and just letting those words settle in, and just experiment with this, you know, 2 or 3 times throughout the week. Just say those words and really believe it, and just see how it changes things for you. See how that shifts your experience of life when you say that affirmation to yourself. Okay, so I feel like there's a nice balance here between these two cards. You have sort of this fire and passion of the first card, and then this like, whoa, like, you know, you don't need to force things. So you can be, I think the message is clear. It's like you can be passionate about something, and passion does not equal striving. So you can be passionate about something, but it doesn't mean that you have to be pushing and constantly taking action. Okay, so the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have Guinevere. And she's all about true love. And this card says, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So this is interesting because I feel like she has a different energy than the first two cards. The first two cards I feel are very personal. They're about you, your life path, what's going on in your life. Whereas the last card, I think, is more about our relationship with others, but also, I mean, our relationships to ourselves and our relationship to the world around us. And I feel like it's more, it's not as personal. I feel like this card is a little bit different. I have to admit, I always struggle with this card, interpreting what it means. So I do invite you, if you have any insights or ideas about what this card could mean for you, or could mean in the general sense, please feel free to share it in the comment section, because I always have trouble with this card. So I feel like as you get to the end of the week and the weekend, it's going to be important to reach out to others, particularly if you're in a relationship, to your romantic partner. If you're not in a relationship, you know, this sounds a little bit cheesy, but kind of reaching out to your higher self and the relationship you have with your soul and your higher self, and kind of nurturing some of those good kind of positive feelings. Now, I'm just going to take a quick step back because I feel like I want to read all these cards together and see if anything kind of jumps out to me. I almost feel like she's in this position, this posture, like she's breastfeeding. She's actually holding, it just looks like a bouquet of flowers, but from a distance it looks like she's breastfeeding. I feel like this is about like nurturing your relationships, and sort of reminding yourself that if you want a relationship to flourish and grow, you need to nurture it. And yeah, I feel like that's what this card means. So it looks like a really exciting week for us. Once again, feel free to add your insights in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful week.